got my camera. There I am. Alright, hello everybody, Game Cooker US Rocks VR here. Checking out Cyberpunk 2077 again. So they just brought out the Edge Runners update, which is basically patch 1.6. You know, there's a lot to it, so I guess read the patch notes if you get a chance. But I'm just going to kind of go over it just briefly here. So let me get on the browser here and hope it all works as planned. Let me just go up and down here to see if it's moving. There it is. Now I do have this age restricted for now, just because there might be some, you know, nudity in the character creation. So consider just donating $1 or a couple bucks if you happen to come by this video. I'd appreciate it. Just like and share. That helps too, get the word out to people. You know, I'm not trying to be Mr. Popular, but you know, when I see things I like and I want to share them, that's what I do. That's what my channel's about, pretty much. What I like to do, I share. So 1.6 brought some changes, and I'll also have the game up so you'll be able to see, you know, what it says in the game or whatever, which is basically a summarization of this. So I'm not going to read all the patch notes, but I'm just going to try to bring up the highlights here. So additional content, wardrobe. Wardrobes allows you to change the appearance of your outfit without changing your armor stats. You can create up to 6 outfits using the pieces of clothing you own by accessing the wardrobe in any of these apartments and safe houses, and then switch between them in the inventory panel. So it's basically an appearance item. You make an appearance item or transmog or whatever. So 3 new gigs: Concrete Cage, Desperate Measures, Nasty Hangover. Got new weapons, 6 new firearms, a smart pistol, tech machine gun, precision rifle, power shotgun, power light machine gun, and a power assault rifle. 5 new melee weapons, like neurotoxin knife, punk knife, claw, which is an axe, razor, which is a machete, and a cut-o-matic, which is like a chainsword. There's also cross progression. Out of the cross progression feature between platforms, your latest saves will be automatically uploaded to the cloud so you can continue where you left off easily on other platforms. So if you play the game on multiple platforms, you'll just be able to load up your save that way. Instead of having to, like, say, start a new character on another platform, which is what you have to do with some games, unfortunately. Now it says you can find more details here, but I don't want to mess up the I don't think I can open up a new tab, but let me try it. No, it's not letting me. So maybe if I do this, yes, it's letting me do that. Okay, wait, how did that happen? Oh, so it is changing between tabs, but not now. Huh, interesting. Alright, so there's a little bit of a delay here. Okay, good. Alright, so here it says, can cross progression in game versions with regional restrictions. Can I load a save transfer from PC on a console? Okay, no. Didn't they just say other platforms? So maybe they're talking about like Stadia and the NVIDIA streaming service. Can I load a save transfer from PC on a console? No. PC versions of the game aren't affected by regional restrictions, and save files created on a less restrictive game version can't be loaded on more restrictive ones. So you can't have a PC save transferred to console. Okay. Can I load a save transferred from console to PC. Okay, yes, you can. So you can go, if you have a save, if you started to play the game on console, it will be uploaded to the cloud, and then on the PC, you can download that next save. Okay. Can I load a save transfer between PCs? Well, obviously that would be yes. Can I load a save transfer between consoles? If a save file was created in-game version without regional restrictions, it can't be loaded in the version with regional restrictions. However, it's compatible with other unrestricted game versions. Great. Can I load a save transfer from one regional version of the game to another? If the save file was created in a game version without regional restrictions, it can be loaded in a different regional version. Okay, yeah, of course. If you have a save that had no regional restrictions, you can move that between regions. Okay, so that's basically what they said before. Can I load a save transfer between restricted and unrestricted game versions more than once? Okay, so if a save file was created in a game version with regional restrictions, then transferred and overwritten in an unrestricted version, it won't be compatible with the restricted version again. Okay, that makes sense. So regional restrictions affect Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, and Japanese SKUs. Alright, great. Okay, so that's pretty much that. So let's see what happens when I close this window. Is it going to go back? Yes. Alright, good. It's the first time I'm really doing this like this. Alright, that's pretty cool though that you can open up tabs. I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, so I wasn't going to read all that, but I might go ahead and click on these, find more details when I see them. Cyberpunk Edgerunners content. So, added some secrets related to Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime series to be discovered in Night City, including new equipment and new photo mode features. There's a new arcade game called Roach Race, using arcade machines in Night City. Nibbles in photo mode. So the cat Nibbles, you can take pictures with it in photo mode. But I think you have to bring it to your apartment first. Alright, so here's some gameplay features if you just want to pause the video and read that. Weapons, again, pause the video, read that. Perks and quests, again, pause and read. Now there is something here, added new poison perks. Corrosive poison and critical antidote, which is ninjutsu skill tree, replacing the hasten the inevitable and neurotoxin perks respectively. So that's something new there in the perks. Rebalance the long shot perk. Now it grants bonus damage only up to a certain distance, which I guess makes sense. Okay, that's nothing there that I need to read. Added more secrets in Night City to be discovered by players. Due to some technical challenges, this change is not available on the previous generation of consoles. So sorry, PlayStation 4. Various small fixes to interactions in V's apartment and safe houses. V will now sleep in bed for an amount of time set by the player. There's just 3 things there I wanted to read. Open world. Again, pause and read if you're not going to be online. UI and visual. Let's see. The UI added item preview so that it's possible to see an item on V before you buy it. That's pretty cool. I like that. I hope I'm being heard here. I mean, I think I'm speaking loud enough. Let's see if I can hear my clap. It's very hard to hear on my laptop. Okay, but I heard my clapping, so I guess that's okay. I hope I'm talking loud enough. Usually I'm too loud. Alright, so you can see the outfits on V before you actually buy them. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, what else here? You can turn off radio subtitles, which is the default. Rearrange some options and categories in the game settings. Yes, you'll see some things moved around in the video settings. Optimize performance in the inventory and vendor screens. Yeah, it was a little choppy there sometimes on lower systems. Visual. Neon rims on bikes now come in different colors, and you can change them while you're on the bike, so that's cool. Added new hairstyles and character creation, which is what I will get to today. I'll look at the hairstyles again, and I'm going to start a new character. And I don't have any mods in, so this is going to be a game with no mods, which is I'm kind of sad about because I really like the skins that I had before. I mean, it really made the characters look very real and sexy. Which I like good looking characters. Okay, so audio. Added special effects of reloading a weapon while carrying a body. Improved knife throwing special effect. Again, Stadium Love. 6th Street party music will now be louder. That's pretty funny. Okay, PC specific. Adjusted graphics setting presets to provide higher quality setup. Steam Deck fixed an issue where the dedicated preset was applying ultra settings instead of properly crafted graphics settings. Okay, you can read that stuff. Console specific, you can read that. Stadia, you can read that. You can read all that. They added the modding support. Red Mod modding tools, so that's pretty cool. Added support for the new mods folder. The new Red Mod compatible mods should be placed in Cyberpunk 2077 mods folder, but you can still use your old mods in the archive folder. So that's cool. So mod creators, there's some stuff there for you. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. I wonder what people think. Should I read some of the comments? I'm sure that some of them are going to be very toxic. Let's just get a feel. Somebody here was happy they fixed an issue. This person said, I'm so happy. Many thanks. Laughing out loud, I am 5. Where do you download Red Mods? Yeah, that's a good question, because I was trying to look for some today, but I don't see any. But it's new, so nobody really might have worked on it. So here somebody answered the question. Where do you download? Oh, they want to know where you download the Red Mod tool kit. Okay, so that's right on the Cyberpunk website. Fixed temporary FPS drops when opening the map. People were happy about that. This guy's happy with the work on 1.6. Elmo Pele said, just wanted to say thank you for this update. Yet another update without third-person cutscenes and conversations. Who cares? We don't care about that. That's not, I mean, that's, to me, that's not an important thing to change, right? Who cares? Like, why? I mean, why do you want a team to, like, work on that? I mean, I would rather get more content, you know what I mean, than them working on something like that. Now, maybe later on, or you can find a mod, you know, that you can do something like that. But uh, this person's, I guess, not happy about the third person thing too. But I just think it's a waste of time when we want more content, you know. Sorry about the sniffles. The weather's been like changing a lot now, so my nose is messed up. Haven't played for quite some time. Are abilities still broken? And do opposites of what is on the tin, or they are now resemble their ideas? Well, if you want to know if things are not broke anymore, read the patch notes. And about whether they're going to make the game the way people were thinking they were going to make it. No, I would say the answer is no to that. It is what it is now. They're not going to do anything different. They're just going to add content. I guess they're going to let the modders go crazy, right? Now they added mod support, so everybody should be going, "Yay, good job. Mod support." I want mod support. I mean, I played Skyrim for the first time a couple years ago. Man, I was kind of sad that I missed out on that whole roller coaster ride, you know what I mean? Because when I found the mods for that thing, man, I was going crazy with it. And Skyrim VR with mods, wow, that's even better. Oh boy, here we go. So, New Game Plus. I mean, it already has like a difficulty setting on there, doesn't it? Oh, I see what they probably want you to be able to start the game all over again with your same character, but it be harder. So I get it. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't mind having that feature either, to be honest. Cuz I hate starting a new character every time I want to start the game over, you know? Cuz I'm real happy with my original V, right? I mean, yeah, you can go back to level 1, save and start over there, but I mean, that's kind of boring. Um I'd just rather start a whole new character. So yeah, new game plus mode. I wouldn't mind that. The game crashes after installing the patch. As soon as the CD Projekt Red screensaver appears, the game just crashes. Well, that's probably their computer because I was already in the game, so. Or maybe, well, then again, I didn't start the game up. I only ran the benchmark. I guess we'll find out. Um, so anyway, I think I think for the most part, so somebody here wants to delete any cloud saves they might have. Apparently it's saved there forever. What do you expect? They have to make sure that they're secure, I guess. So they're probably not going to really let you mess around with that too much. But I guess it could be done. Um, Difficult to check. Let's see. Clothing vendors still feel lacking. I appreciate the addition of a few items, but had a lot of inventory seems to be missing. Can anyone confirm if loot drops are at least more diversified now, or is save scumming? A group of enemies still necessary to get that one item you just can't find. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they made it a little more difficult now overall. Like things aren't as easy to get. Like money, I don't think is as easy to get. That was done in the last night, the previous patch, I believe, or a couple patches. Um, but I don't know. I didn't play the new one here, so. It says Okay, that's the same one. It only keeps the most recent manual and quick saves in the cloud, so if you save another character... Ooh, really? The only one, the old one will be overwritten. That's not cool. I don't like that. I want all my characters to save. But I think you still have a local save, so... Yeah. So you'll be able to go back to any other character, hopefully. I'm hoping. This person wants to be able to customize save file names. This person began a new game with a 6750 XT. And this update, bugs in missions. So somebody's having a problem with changing the colors on the neon rims. So that's just some of the things people are saying. Thanks a lot for keeping this game alive and making it better bit by bit. I'm with JD2K7. Okay, so now we can get back into the game, I think. Where's the, whoops. Oh, is it showing now? Okay, good. So it's not showing anything. Alright. Alright, so let me get in game. Alright, so I actually made a video. I recorded the video already, which I was going to just upload, but I figured, well, I'll just do a live stream and see how it works out. Alright, so basically when I play when I play games, I like to be at the highest graphical quality as I can possibly get with the hardware that I have. So fortunately, this particular computer, as you can see on the screen, I'm running a 10-core processor with an RTX 3090. So this game, though, still beats the crap out of an RTX 3090. So, you know, we still haven't gotten to the point yet where we can run any game at 4K 120. Now my TV here is only a 60 Hertz TV, so it's possible, might be able to get above 60. But I like to have ray tracing enabled, ultra settings on, and prefer to play at 4K. So when I was using Shadow Play to record my videos the other day, I was doing the benchmarks, and man, it was coming out so low. Like, man, it was struggling. So I thought, like, you know, the game got messed up or something. And but it wasn't the game. It was Shadow Play. Shadow Play, I guess they need to re-optimize it because it's like 20 20 FPS drop, 20 to 30 FPS drop just from using shadow play. So, you know, that's crazy. Or I should say actually like um, a 40 to 50% drop in frame rates when using shadow play, at least with this game. Okay, it may not be so bad with other games. Um, so, in order for me to run the game with the ray tracing on ultra, the graphics on ultra, and running in UHD, I had to go with a slightly lower resolution. So I had to customize the resolution in Windows and then pick it in here. So what I came up with for my settings, okay, because I can't run it at 4K. I mean, I can, but it's going to be like 35 frames per second max, you know, with RT on and everything jacked up. So even though I could play that way, you know, I wanted something a little better. So I ended up picking 3200 by 1800, okay, which is like one step down from 2160p. Okay, so it's not really that big of a difference, but it was enough to really lift my frame rate up. Okay, so I'm running at Windows borderless, got the VSync on 60 because that's all my TV does. The graphics, as you can see, I have the textures on high, DLS is on quality, F field of view is at 90. I got all the film grain and depth of field turned off, motion blur turned off. Everything's pretty much on the highest settings except for, you know, this one's not on Psycho. Now you can adjust some of these things, but all of them don't really make a big difference. Because I tried to turn some of these down to get just a few more FPS, but it didn't really change it. It only added like 1 FPS, so it wasn't really worth losing the quality. So, I mean, you can turn around like the volumetric cloud quality, the fog resolution, but then you're going to lose all that nice like steam coming out of the steam vents and smoke coming out of the, you know, chimneys or whatever the case might be, burning tires. You know, you can try turning down some of the shadow stuff here. But again, if you're going to have real-time ray tracing enabled, then what's the point, right? If you're turning all the shadows down, you know, the whole point of having RT on is to get the nice shadowing, you know, the real-time ray tracing, right? So I'm going to pick this setting here. You can see I got everything turned on. Ray tracing's on ultra. So again, when I ran the benchmark recording with shadow play, it really tanked the FPS. So I'm pretty sure it was shadow play. So I'm going to try to run the benchmark again with these settings so you can see like what I'm getting. It's not going to be like a solid 60, I can tell you that right now. If it is, wonderful, but I was getting anywhere from 45 to 60 on this setting with RT on. Now I can show you the results if I can get to them. I should have opened up another window because you can do file where is it at? See if I can get it here. I don't know exactly if I can get a picture, but let me see. Where is it? I don't have it. What happened to it? Interesting. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let me open this, and let me see if I can. Let me see if I can create a new thing here in OBS. I hope I don't screw things up. Let me see. Add a image. Ah, okay, good. So I think I can add an image. Cyberpunk 2077 benchmark. Okay, let me see. Now I gotta browse for it, I guess. Where is it? What did I do with it? Here it is. Ah, there we go. So this was the result. So I'll run it again and see if I get this result again. So the average was 50, minimum was 39, maximum was 62. I think this was with VSync off. Yeah. So, you know, it won't go over 60 with the VSync on. So, okay, good. So, let's see here. So, did that work? Yeah, that worked. Alright, so let me remove this. So there's a little bit of delay in the stream. Okay, where are we going here? Okay, so let's run this benchmark. Make sure, let's see, I got VSync on, right? Yeah, no, yeah, VSync is at 60, so. So I'll run the benchmark. Let's see if it goes lower because I'm streaming. I mean, this setting seems to be pretty ideal. So here it's low because I'm streaming. See, it's showing 30 frames per second. But I showed you what the actual was without streaming, so I guess it's going to take a hit. No matter what, if I'm streaming. I gotta make sure that the TV is on game mode too. I didn't check that. So yeah, while I'm streaming, it seems like it's only gonna get to about 35. So maybe Shadowplay wasn't really like screwing it up so much. Alright, so here it's saying the average 33, max 54. So that's streaming now. So I'll turn off VSync, and there's another setting I'm going to check in here too, which I might change. Let me check the TV though. Make sure that it's on gaming mode. Yes, it's on gaming mode. Yeah, so it's definitely okay. Alright, it's definitely where it's supposed to be. It says 3480 by 2160 60 hertz, so yep. Yeah, so but anyway, I showed you what it is if you're not streaming. So if you're not streaming, you'll get the 50 frames per second. Let me turn off VSync here. Alright, let me see, how does it work? Here, off. Maximum frame rates, you can set that, you know, I'll just put that on like 80, because it ain't gonna go up to no 80. So let's apply that. And I don't know if like you change this to full screen, is that going to change it too? I guess I should try that. But I don't think it shouldn't matter. I don't think. And I don't think turning VSync off is going to change much either. This game is just very hard on video cards. Yeah, I mean, it's still the same. see some tearing. So, you know, it's better to put the VSync on. So this resolution looks pretty good. I'll switch it to 4K. I'm going to benchmark and I'll show you the difference. Now again, since I'm streaming, the difference may not be that much. Right there and there. So, basically the same. Basically the same. But again, this resolution is going to be the best. If you want to play it near 4K, this is the best resolution to be at to enable our real-time ray tracing ultra with the graphics on ultra. Okay, you can't. I guess if you have an overclocked GPU, you might be able to get some more frame rate out of it. This is a Founders Edition, so it's not really like overclocked. And the 3090 Ti might be able to do more too. I don't know. And the Radeon, whatever it's called, the 6900. The 6950 or whatever it's called, 69 XT Plus. I don't know. Whatever their top dog card that they brought out, that one might be able to do better. And again, if I turn real-time ray tracing off, it's not going to really change much. I mean, I'll try that once because I don't want to mess up my settings because I have everything perfectly where I want it. So I'm just going to turn ray tracing off, okay? And I'm going to leave DLSS on quality. Right? Because you really still need to do that. Because this thing really just messes with video cards no matter what you're doing. Alright, so I got it. I just turned RT off, kept DLSS on, and I'll run the benchmark. So it may run to the solid 60. But when I was at 4K, even with DLSS, it wasn't running at a solid 60, but that might have been because I was streaming or recording. So let's see here. Yeah, see 40. I'm streaming, so it probably would run at 60 frames per second if I wasn't streaming, right? Because it's almost at it's over 45. So if it was running at 50 average before with RT on, but when I was streaming it went down to 35, you can add 15 frames per second. So yeah, this would probably run at or near 60 if I wasn't streaming. So you could do that too if you don't want the ray tracing. I mean, the game still looks fabulous, as you can see. So average is 47, max 79. So yeah, so just add 15 to that, and it's going to be running at 60. So that's if you don't want the RT, okay? But again, I gotta have my ray tracing. That's just me. Alright, so let me put RT back on. And I tried to mess with these two, like the reflections, shadows, blah blah blah, but I didn't really want to mess with the reflections. But I turned these two off and it didn't really make a big difference, so it ain't worth shutting it off, you know what I mean? You could probably turn these screen space reflections on high. Let's see if that makes a difference. So what was it, 33 before? So let's run it with the screen space reflections on Psycho. My guess is it's probably gonna make not gonna make a big difference, but I could be totally wrong. Remember, it's quality, right? The quality of the reflections. So right now, it's basically the same. I mean, didn't really change it much. But again, the ray tracing might be taking over the screen space reflections. So that setting may not even do anything if you have ray tracing on, because, I mean, that might just override it. Now I can put ray tracing on Psycho and see what happens. To 33. So yeah, so add, it was 50 frames per second when I wasn't streaming, so add 16 frames per second to that. So it was running at 50 frames per second, basically average. Now I'll run one more benchmark. I'll put the ray tracing on Psycho and see what that does. And if it drops it a lot, then I'll see if I can change some of those settings to run one more. Alright, so I'm going to turn everything back. I'm going to put this back to Ultra. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to hit apply. So here you can put ray tracing on Psycho, right? I don't really think you can see much of a difference though, but it might make an impact on the outcome. So let's try it. So let's run the benchmark again with ray tracing on Psycho. Drink my coffee. Alright, it went down a little quicker here. It went down a couple more there. Back up to 30. 29, so it's a little lower. It's like 3 frames per second lower now with the ray tracing on Psycho. So let's see how it is outside. See, in there's a lot of color, so that's really, you know, makes it work hard. It's kind of warm in this room too, so the video card might be working overtime. Alright, so it's kind of hovering more around 30ish now, so it does have an effect. Yeah, so it went down 3 more frames per second. But again, you can probably still add 15 frames per second onto that, right? So Because again, this is the result while I'm streaming, but before it was 50. So, you know, you probably will still get at least 45 frames per second at this setting, even with the RT on Ultra. Now I'm going to turn it back to um, quality because, or I'm going to turn it back to, from Psycho to Ultra, because I said that wrong. So you're still going to get 45 frames per second with RT on Psycho. So I'm going to turn it back to Ultra just because, you know, I am streaming. So again, you can play around with these settings here, you know, to see if there's like something you can do to, you know, to change. I mean, I was curious about like what happens when you put ray trace lighting on medium. Shall we try a medium run? Let's try a medium run. Let's see if that has a big difference. So I think this is allowing some artificial lighting to do the work, right? I believe, or the quality of the shadows are not as good. So let's see if it's. So it's already up to 35 here. 34, 30, 31, 32. All right. So it stayed above 30. So there was no dips into the 20s with it on medium. So that's cool. So see, now I'm going to have to turn it up to 4K and see what happens. See, this is the problem when I benchmark. I like looking at everything. Huh.
Remember to take only certified
So if you're happy with the medium setting, I mean, the game still looks decent. You know, I'm not going to say it looks bad, because it doesn't. Alright, so we got like 3 frames per second more. So, I mean... So you're still talking 53 frames per second when I'm not streaming. So 3 frames per second, you know, is it really worth cutting down the quality of the shadows that much? Personally, I don't think so. I think I would rather go with the... I'm not going to bother with 4K because it's going to tank it. But I would imagine at 4K... If you're getting this at 50 frames per second at 4K, you're probably gonna it's probably gonna drop down to about 40. That would be my guess. So I think this is a better resolution because you can get some higher frame rates. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. So 3200 by 1800 VSync on. DLSS quality, film grain depth of field aberration off, motion blur off. All this stuff is up on high and ultra, and you can turn it to Psycho. It didn't really seem to change anything, so I'm not sure if that even matters. And ray tracing on with ray trace lighting on ultra. So that seems to be the sweet spot. Alright, so I'm gonna start a new game, and I hope that it's saving everything locally. I hope it saves it to the old save. That's what I'm wondering. Like, does it save? Is this a whole? I reinstalled the game because of the mods that I had in there. I had to erase everything because it kept coming up. So I'm hoping I can port in my old saves. So let's see if we load a game. Is it showing? Oh yeah. Okay, good. See, now some of these things I use mods, so... where is it? Okay, so it did... Okay, so it did save. All the way back to 2020. Okay, good. Alright, great. So it is working. So I'm going to do a new game. I'm going to start in, I don't know. I guess hard is like... I mean, I always like starting like on normal. And I guess I'll do a nomad again. Although I like starting in the city, but it doesn't really matter, obviously. Alright, so I always pick the female. So we can do like a random. Oh, I wanted to check the hairstyles, but let me get a random. How do you turn? Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's been a while since I played. Kind of like that look. I don't know about the joy. So let's check out the hairstyles here. Okay, so let's do hair color different. They need to make the hair more silky, but whatever. I guess they're not going to do that. I always like red hair. I don't know why. I like this color all the time too. The red and the blue. Not big on green. Purple's okay. Orange I kind of like. I guess you can pick your own. Whoop, yeah. Okay, so there's orange. Got like a blonde. I like orange. Let me try the orange. Alright, let me do hairstyles now. Let's see what new hairstyles we got. That's... Oh. Gotta get used to this. I don't know if I'm gonna really notice what ones are new, you know? Let me do skin tone. Let me change that. What's this? Oh boy, here we go. This one looks kind of more albino-ish. Okay, let me do the skin type. That's clear skin. I always like clear skin. The eyes look fine, I think. I don't mind that. Maybe the color. I like these eyes. I wish they would have made more eyes like this. Because I don't like that color. I like these eyes for some reason. I mean, you could do the cat eyes, I guess. The hearts are okay, but they just look kind of weird. Like, I don't know, they gotta be a certain way. I wish they made more eye styles. I wish they would have made more variations of this. Like, I wish they could have made a customized color, you know? That would have been nice. I mean, the blue eyes are nice. Wish they had more variations of green. It's just really weird that they don't give you much eye styles, you know what I mean? I think I'll go with this. Because I think you can change it in the game anyway, so... so hairstyle, let's go through these again, see if we see anything new. That one might be new. That's not a new one, that's an old one. Not sure if that's a new one. That's definitely not a new one. That's one of my favorites. I don't think that's new. Yeah, I should have looked to see which ones were new. Anyway, we'll just look at them all. I don't know if that's new. That might be. I don't like that one. I do like this one, when you have a certain look. Whoop. That one's not too bad for certain look. Yeah, I'm getting near the end, I think. Yeah, it's hard to pick a hairstyle, you know? Flock of seagulls. Let me get rid of the jewelry. I don't like the jewelry. Piercings. Because we got the cybernetics there, so... I mean, we can do maybe earrings. Would work. Yeah, that's okay. Teeth. Let's see. So she's got natural lips. That's it, huh? There's only 3 styles. What's default? I don't understand that one. Okay, so this one shows a little bit better. They do have orange, but not quite the orange I was looking for. Again, I wish you were able to customize this, you know? Maybe I should go blonde. Blonde hair. Like the eyebrow color. Let's see what she looks like as a blonde, rather than... Nah, I think I like the orange. This is like a dark orange. Yeah, I think I like this color better. The only problem with these kinds of hairdos is that when you put on headgear, you know, it kind of changes the whole thing. You know? But this would be the nomad look, wouldn't it? That's like a deeper red orange. That's the blue. I wish they had a little different color here. Yeah, I think I might just go with this. I'll change the eyebrows to something different. There we go. A darker. That's lighter. Yeah, I think a darker would be better. Yeah. See, I wish they had the orange here because I like this color lips here. Huh. So, oh wait. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry. So I'm a little confused here. Okay, so that's the blonde with the orange in the middle. That's the gold. Yeah, I don't know. I might not be able to use this. See, I like the more natural look. Like I like that color. So let's try. I always like that color. I don't know why. The dark. Let's see what other options we have here. That's okay. Yeah. Guess we'll go with that. Let's see what other colors we have here. Oh, that's not too bad, that one. Hmm. That the one I was saying I liked before? Alright, let's go back up to the hairdo. Let's see if there's more hairstyles. That looks kind of cool. Might go with that. Ugh, that's probably a new one. Teh. Ponytails. That reminds me of Vampire the Bloodlines. The Masquerade. They got some more fro cuts. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so there we go. Let me see how these look. Yeah, I think I'm going with that one hairstyle. This one's okay. But something about this one I like. Although it looks kind of too stylish, right, for nomads, but whatever. I could do black eyebrows. Let me see what that looks like. So eyelash color. I mean, I don't know if we should be doing... We should just do black. Just to blend. The bottom is got this blue. I don't know about that. That's kind of a glowy. Now I don't know what the default was. Crap. These colors are like so, like, I don't know, not well defined, you know? So let's see, eyelash color. So we just did that. So here's the eyebrow color. So this is the, okay, so the eyebrow, okay, yeah, so that's kind of got that glowy orange. I don't know if that looks good. I think we should just go with like a dark, just keep it consistent, or a brown, but that's showing up a lot too. I think black should be fine to blend in. I'm not sure why this is blue. How do you change that? Guess you can't really change it. Now the mouth, I always like bigger lips. So nose is on 11 now, so let's see what it looks like. How about mouth? Mouth was on 3. So they're a little bigger. She's got more of a pucker up look there. How do you zoom out? Can't really zoom out. More of a pucker up look, huh? Not sure about that one. So 3 or 19. Whoa, too big. So this was the original, which is pretty nice. I always like those lips. So let's look further away because that always looks better. So I think a Nomad is not supposed to have all these cybernetics on them, you know? Nomads are supposed to be like basic, right? But, you know, what are you gonna do? I can try to change the blue eyes, and then you put blue eyelash on. Eyeliner would work. That might be why they have the blue on there, because she had blue eyes originally. Let me try that pucker up look. What was that, 19? Oop, wrong one. Ah, what did I just do? Oh my god. I just forgot where I was. Oh. Oh boy. Up. I screwed up her face. Oh no. What was she on? I clicked the wrong thing. Oh. Oh boy, I messed up. I don't think 9 is where I was at here. She looks like beady-eyed there. Okay, so I screwed that up. I might have to change the eyes again. Where's the mouth? Crap. So let's go to pucker look, which I think was, what, 19? Yeah, 19, there we go. Now let's go up to the hair. Did I screw up her eyes or what? Something weird about him now. I don't think that was what I had him on before. Alright, so what about the her eyes just look really weird now. Alright, so what am I on? 5? 6? 7? Hmm. Takes some getting used to. That's like a sad look. It's more like a gazing look there. More Chinese, I guess. Asian. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go with that. I don't know. It's freaking me out now because I don't remember what it was. Okay. So we can change like the cheekbones maybe. Let's see. Jaw. Jaw. That would be the jaw. They don't have like the um no cheekbones, huh? Yeah, that could probably still work. Looks like with that actress from Twilight. That kind of mouth she had there, little puckering lips. Forget her name. I can dig that though. So jaw. Okay, so let's remember 10 for the jaw. I think she's good where she is, but that's a more rounded face there. So 10. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with 10. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Yeah. Okay. Cyberware, I think we can probably stick with that, but we can check. So we're at number 5. Should worry about to zoom backwards here. You can't see the neck. So that's with it on the neck, forehead, eyes are always good. I wish you can have more than one. That would be nice. See, I wish you could have the neck and the cheeks, right? Because that would be nice. I'm gonna go with that, I guess. Piercings, I'm pretty good on that. Teeth, I'm good on that. I guess the eye makeup we're gonna keep the same. Cheek makeup. Now you can have like a blush or freckles. Oh, now you can have little decorations, huh? Hearts. Yeah, I'll just keep it basic blemish. Nails, I like long nails. I'm gonna pick the oh yeah, there. I forgot I put it on 18. You can see the breast. Okay, I'm gonna go with the lines here, I think, for now. So the chest is big, although that's funny that they call that big. It's not really that big. You can't zoom in, huh? So that's default. No nipples. Okay. So I guess that's regular. They're kind of not in the right spot. They're like off to the side. Alright, so she's got the scar on the back. Her hips look kind of weird. So you can turn off the scars. So you either have that. I mean, I always like that this one here. Although it's got the marks there, which kind of mess things up a little. Genitals, you can have on or off. You can do the hair color. I don't really know why they have this, because they don't really show, I mean, much in the game. So I never really understood, like, exactly why. Let me see if we can get up here. Wish you could zoom in. So are these new tattoos or what? See, I wish they didn't have the hate here. I mean, I don't. There's like no reason for that. You know what I mean? Like, the patriots are the ones who hate. Like, that's like automatically like assumed or depicted in shows, and that's just furthest from the truth, actually. Because if you think about it, our soldiers fight for our freedom. How can they hate you if they did that? You know what I'm saying? So I really wish they would change this one. Because I really like the design otherwise. This one's like, I don't know, it's okay, but there's just too much. You know what I mean? It's like overkill. But it does match her hair color and everything. I'm not sure of what the message is, though. Wish you could like see her body without like zooming way out. I guess we'll try this. Whatever. Okay, I think we're good.
I'm V.
I'm V.
Alright, good. I think we're gonna go with this. Orange-haired broad. Let me try the eye color one last time. Let's see here. That one's actually darker. Let me go back. Let me see. Doesn't really have the same effect, does it? When she has eyes. Yeah, I think that's better. Hot rod. I do like the hot rod color. Alright, sounds good. I think we're good. Okay, so they change this stuff here? Same thing, I guess. Let me, I guess there's no way to put clothes on her, huh? I guess because you put nudity, I guess it's automatic. Um, Health, stamina, damage with fist and gorilla, arms, increased damage with melee weapons, decreased movement penalty, increased possible movement duration while grappling an enemy, decreased movement penalty by 6% while grappling. So, intelligence, cyber deck RAM capacity by 4%, quick hack damage by 10%, quick hack duration by 1%. Reflexes, crit chance, mantis blade damage, mitigation chance. Mitigation grants chance to reduce any damage taken by 50%. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Technical ability. Unlock doors and use tech weapons. Each increase in level will increase your armor by 1%. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one, but it's hard to tell. Cool. Crit damage increase. Resistances. Stealth damage. Reduce speed at which enemies detect you. Increase enemy grapple duration by 1 second. Wow. It's always hard to decide, you know. Because I like hacking. And I like this too. Technical abilities should be 7, right? Well, you can. I think you can upgrade this though just by using it. I think. Oh, what happened? Can't go up any higher? Oh, 6 is the max, huh? Okay, let's do this. Although you probably should put it in 1, right? Because, you know. Like, I think your hacking can go up automatically just by using it, I believe. So maybe I'll turn that down. So let's see, reflexes allow you to use tech weapons, so that's something I want. Crit chance, mantis blades, because I'm going to want to use mantis blades. Um, Increase crit damage. So I put that up 1, right? Technical ability. Yeah, so I'm going to need level 7, I think, in order to get that first door. And then all the other ones I can level up later, I guess. But you should still pick just probably 1. So what is it going to be? I got this up to 6. I think that will go up automatically now. Yeah, let's do that. I guess we'll just go with this for now. I think you can respec now, so. I wonder what it would look like if I put it at 4K. So I guess we'll try this. And that's it. So that's part 1. So I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I might just do some recordings later. I guess I should see what my character looks like, right? Because I don't think they changed the intro. I guess we can try it and see what happens. Let's look at the intro. See, the weird thing about this game is she doesn't look the same as she did in the character creation, you know? Whoa. I got no body.
Electric coupling module.
Said it was nothing serious when I came in. You said you were sure.
Guess I was wrong. Can always look for another shop where they won't ask a lone nomad while she's hugging the border.
Let's see what the frames are. 38 frames per second. Let's see. Oh, let me, Ah, there you go, guitar. Turn on depth of field. Turn off depth of field. Pose. Oh yeah, here we go. We can rotate. Got some lens flare action going on here. body is weird shaped. Like it seems like they changed the body for some reason. I don't know. Something they did. They changed something. I don't know. Just maybe it's been a while since I played. That's all. It seems a little blurry. Blurry. Maybe it's just because of the lighting. I don't know. It just seems blurry to me. What is it? P? No. F? I don't know. I forget. Okay, maybe I need to go over here. Whoa, I moved there. My leg's broken. Okay, next. Don't really like the clothes. Not sure what that pose is. Alt circa 2020? I don't really know what that is. It's blurry, the picture. Don't know why. So these are the old ones. just kind of curious of how they're going to come out. So I wonder if I change it to 4K. I'm going 35 frames per second right now. So I bet you if I put it at 4K, it's going to be like ridiculous. And then I'm going to have to change the stream, I think, and put this on full screen. Yeah, it's a little choppy. So let's see if it changed. Okay, so it looks like it didn't really change. Oh yeah, it did. There we go. Now it's full screen. OBS. 27 frames per second. Eehee. So that's it. Whoops. Oh my god. What am I doing? Okay, so that's I don't know what now. There we go. I don't know if you can see the NVIDIA overlay or not. Probably not. I thought you were able to see it. So NVIDIA is showing 27 frames per second. So let me turn ray tracing down to medium. See if that does anything. Nope. Still 28 frames per second. Yeah, so that didn't really do a thing. Although I might have to reload the game. Sometimes you have to do that. Yeah, so there's really no way, at least streaming at 4K, I can get 30 frames per second. I mean, I can turn the FOV up again. That's probably going to make it worse. Yeah, it made it a little worse. So let's see. I mean, I can put it on DLSS performance and see if that helps. So if you put it on performance mode, that raises it 10 frames per second. But, you know, you kind of lose a lot of the fidelity that way, right? So So if I turn her into the light, let's see. See, that might be why it was a little, what do you call it? Oh, I can't get closer. That's interesting. Yeah, I can't get closer. Alright, so if you put her close, you probably can get like a clear image, right? But as you go farther away, she kind of blurs. Let me turn off the... Yeah. and you get some kind of anomalies too. So if you do the muzzle flash, which is, well, I guess that's in the right spot. So let's see, with a revolver, they have a shotgun. That's the walk. Okay, that's a different pose there. See, it's a little blurry. It's a shame I can't change. I mean, I guess I can do that. But then I'm getting the glare, right? I want the ray tracing reflections, see, off of her eyes. So let me go to 4K again and see what the fidelity is. So if I go, that's performance. Now, balance didn't really make a big difference, I don't think. Yeah, you only get like a couple frames. Maybe 4 frames better if you put it on balance. So yeah. So it's at 32 now. Whereas with performance it was at what was it? 40? So performance it's like at 38 39. So 38 39. So if we did performance and psycho, ray trace lighting psycho, that just says enhances the quality of the lighting. See, so that doesn't really help the texture resolution, I don't think. So this is all about the lighting, right? So now it went down a couple frames per second, so you lost about 2. So, you know, it's kind of tough. Quality, ultra. So there really isn't a whole lot you can change except for the, you know, maybe the volumetric cloud resolution and the fog resolution. I mean, that might save some. I don't know. Nah, it didn't really do anything. Yeah, it didn't really. See, it doesn't really. I mean, you either have RT on or RT off. I mean, that's what it comes down to. There really isn't a whole lot that you can change. I mean, ideally what you want is to have no DLSS. So if I put ray trace lighting on medium, again, I don't think that changed anything. Yeah, I made it. Yeah, it didn't really change anything, as I said before. So I mean, I don't really know what else you could do except for maybe keep the shadows. Turn the ray trace shadows off. I mean, again, I don't think that's going to change much though. And just keep the reflections. Like it's at a steady 30 now. So it's not going under 30 now, so if you turn off the shadows. So now all the shadows that you see are fake, I guess. So, like, let's look at the car to see if that changes at all. I'd like to take a picture. Take a picture, and then let's turn on the shadows again. See if that changed. I don't know if the field of view changed either, because I have that up now to 90, so I don't know if that yeah, so yeah, definitely you definitely could see the shadow now around the car is different, whereas before it was more of a rectangle shape. Here it's kind of more underneath the car based on where that light is up top. And there's like fuzziness around the edges of the shadow, so yeah, so I mean, this is the best it's gonna get. I mean, I gotta put it on the other resolution because I mean, I think that's the only way to save face here. Yeah, so now we're back up to 36 frames per second, 35 frames per second. Yeah, so I think this is the best we're gonna get here. Now, I wonder if she is going to look different over here. And I wonder what happens when you turn DLSS off. It's probably going to be crazy. Let's turn DLSS off. Alright, so now it's 20 frames per second. Yikes. But it does look pretty clear. Much more clear. But it's very choppy. Oh, the screen shrunk. I gotta fix that. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, so it's, yeah, you gotta have DLSS on it, man. It's just... Now you could put DLSS on auto, but you know, I'm curious of what it will set of that in here. Just let's see what it does here. Huh. So right now it's on auto, and it's at 42 frames per second. So that's 7 frames per second higher. So you would assume that it's dynamic, right? Like, how does it determine like what setting to put it at? Like, if you're close, then what? See, here it's at 50. So here, when you're looking at the whole room, it's at 40. So I'm a little curious about that. So I wonder what happens if you put it on 4K and you put it on auto. I do apologize. I'm really like a stickler for graphics. Alright, so now it's at 4K, so I'm wondering if, so you can't see the frames per second, but So it's up to 44 frames per second here. So again, I wonder how it determines like what to use, you know? So should you put it on psycho? You know, when you have it on balanced or auto? You know, that's I'm curious about that because it says, yeah, it doesn't really tell you what it does at each setting. So I wonder what happens if I put it on psycho. How does auto work then? Yeah, I don't know if this is a really good... Like, I don't have any shadow here on my body. So it's at 36... Like, when I'm looking at the whole room like this, it's 36 frames per second. If I'm looking over there, from this direction, it's 37 frames per second. That's at 4K. So I wonder, like, if you're moving, does it change it? You know? I'm not sure. It'd be nice to know exactly how it's working. See, like, it looks pretty clear right here when you're close up. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe when you're close, it kind of puts in that 4K. But when you're at a distance, I guess it might just kind of like these racks here, right? Like they're nice and clear here. And this light, you know, really has a good illumination. I hate that you can't go through objects. Boy, she looks hideous now, huh? But that's okay, this is Night City. So there's some anomalies going on here in her neck. which I'm not totally thrilled about. They always have those big cheekbones. That's why I wish you could, like, change the cheeks a little better. Popcorn. Oh, that's why. I gotta rotate it. That's why she was looking weird. Yeah, she's got some anomalies there. So you can see the lighting on her face. But you got these anomalies here, which I don't like. That was what the problem was before. Hmm? Why is she turning? Oh, I guess because her body's turned. Okay, she's got a gun there. Yeah, so it's not like, what happened to the knife? Should have taken the tattoos off the forehead. I might take that off later. She looks very mechanical. Yes, I don't like that, this thing here. It's going crazy. I wonder if that's from the DLSS, or if that's just a graphical anomaly. Could be just because she's rotated. Let me see. Yep, still doing it. Anyway, well, that's it. I think you get the idea. So I'm going to put it on quality. Back to the lower resolution. And... oh, I guess it's on Psycho. Let's see. So 35 frames per second on Psycho. So I guess we can do that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to stay over 30, I guess, so that's okay. Alright, so that's it for now. So that's 1.6 patch notes and messing around with the graphics again. I gotta fix it on the OBS though, right? Because it's gonna be too small. There we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your time in Cyberpunk 2077. Peace. Well, let me leave off with my character. See if she can be sitting up against the car. See if they got that same pose. Huh. They got a lot more poses. How come they don't have the one leaning against the car? Is it coming up? I guess that'll work. Uh-oh. Oh. Wish you could put some lighting, lighting in the area. That would be nice to be able to enhance it. I mean, you can do effects, but that's not the same. The effects just do this. It's not really do anything. I mean, worth. Oh, I'm going blind. Whew. And of course, you can do the background. was weird. You can do frame. Um, oh, wrong sticker. Crap. How do you get rid of it? Um, I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I think you can rotate it. Um, somewhere. Whoop, you can't change it, huh? That's weird. Wait, whoa. How did I do that? I don't know how I changed that. Yeah. Alright. Thank you. Put it on the floor. I'll be out shortly to say hi. So you can only put one sticker? Nah, you should be able to put more than one. So let's see, V here maybe? V. And then Nomad. Whoa. Yeah, it's a little awkward sometimes trying to... I don't know, it's kind of hard to... There you go. Let's try that. Whoops, I should have kept it like that. Oh man, oh well. Alright, everybody. Peace.